past, fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now, get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya, and what he did do in our last part. Midoriya has gone through the quirk apprehension test. Along with that, he also did participate in the Heroes vs. Villains, showing off his incredibly, fucking ridiculous amount of speed. Now, everybody has been trying to keep up with Midoriya, and whenever Midoriya actually tried to explain how fast he is, talking about how he's almost as fast as thought, people were kind of confused. Midoriya explained that he can be in a place 500 miles away within a few seconds. Now, with that, Mineta did actually put this theory to the test by trying to flat out say that Midoriya is the ultimate pervert. Midoriya then leaving and dropping Mineta off in an undisclosed location a couple hundred miles away. Now, with that being said, he did have to take a lot of buses and get back to the city, as we do pick up with a day right before the USJ. Everybody is somewhat accustomed to Midoriya. The guy's, weird. He's super fast, he's very chill about everything, it's the way he acts, and he kinda doesn't take a lot of things seriously. However, at the same time, you could say he does. He gets things done as fast as he can, which is almost instantaneous. So, is he just used to his quirk, or is it because he's so fast he doesn't really take things seriously? He can just get them done in an instant. Now, Aizawa is talking about the USJ, as it does specialize in these categories and these categories, along with actually being able to simulate these type of environments. Now, he does then ask everyone if they have any questions, to which Momo and Ida do put both of their hands up. As Ida, she does actually talk about how is it also possible for them to simulate these, and if there is going to be, actors there. No, Miss Ida, we are not having actors at the USJ. This is only specialized rescue training, not villain training. In fact, All Might, your villain instructor, will be there. However, he is only there as a teacher. And there will be class battles. Now, this would be whenever Momo actually would ask about another question. And then we actually have Aizawa, who does look up at Midoriya, who is just sitting there at his desk with his legs up, as he is basically listening to his music, him staring up at the ceiling. Now, he can see Midoriya's right ear, as he does assume he is listening. Mr. Midoriya. Yeah, Mr. Aizawa? Did you just hear anything we went over? I assumed you were paying attention. And would you please so kindly take off your headphones? Midoriya doing so, as Aizawa does actually hear the music. This kid was not paying attention at all. So, what exactly did we go over? Now, Midoriya would speed up, as he does not move. As for him, a few minutes do pass, and he does come up with the best answer. From what Midoriya has heard, Ida has said that her brother has told her. Now, Midoriya does talk about how the USJ, he's assuming they're talking about the advancements in its technology and its simulated environments. And, well, he was then talking about All Might, wasn't he? Okay, so you are paying attention. Holy fuck, that last part was just a lucky guess. Now, Midoriya then actually does just put his headphone back on, as the school bell does ring. Now, everybody is getting ready to leave, as we do have Ida who does come walking up to Midoriya, telling him that he really shouldn't depend on his luck to pull him through everything. Oh, sorry. I don't know, I was listening to this new band Jiro recommended me. I understand that, Midoriya, but you really should be listening to music in class, you know. Now, Jiro would come walking up, talking about how she actually would have to agree. She does listen to music whenever she can at lunch, and whenever they're going places. However, actually in class, she would do that, since she basically does have headphones on her earlobes, but Mr. Aizawa would be suspicious. I think you just need to be a bit more sneaky about it. Maybe, sure. Now, a few other people do come walking up to Midoriya, as they are asking him a few questions. Now, we do actually have Todoroki, who is packing up and leaving, as he does just assume that today is going to be like any other normal day. Tomorrow he needs to actually get ready for this USJ thing. So, he just needs to go home and train his eyes, as he actually would walk out of the classroom door. Him then running into All Might, and actually looking up at the pro hero. Ah, yes. Hello, young Todoroki. Hi, All Might. I see that I'm in your way. I'm sorry. Him taking a step to the left. Todoroki walking by as All Might does actually look in the classroom. Now, Todoroki does see All Might walk in, and he does find that to be quite weird. Okay, is he gonna talk to Mr. Aizawa? Now, Aizawa, he does actually walk out of the classroom, telling Toshi that he is a bit busy. So if he's gonna talk to one of the students, to make it quick. Everyone's heading home right now. Now, Aizawa does leave, and Todoroki does find that to be quite weird. Wait a minute. That ridiculous speed that guy does have. And, well, recommendation. I'm Endeavor's son and I went on recommendation. That can't honestly mean him actually walking back over to the classroom, right past Mr. Aizawa and trying to not look suspicious. Now, he does then walk up to the classroom and hear the conversation that does go on, as All Might is talking to Midoriya and the female Ida. Now, he is asking them exactly if they're going to continue with their training. Yeah, All Might, we are. But what about you? Are you going to be alright? Yes, I am. However, I am curious about everything. With the way your training has been going, you have been getting a lot faster. Yeah, I am. In fact, I say it's almost time for a little rematch, don't you? I see. Still, those are closest raced yet, do you not think? Yeah, I do. Todoroki confused, as he does listen on. as Midoriya to say that he can't believe that they tied. Yes, and I was giving it my all. In fact, it was quite impressive. You're the first person to ever match me in speed like that, young man. Really? Yes. In fact, I had to push a little bit past my prime. And I felt reinvigorated. Thanks, All Might. But still, Izuku, I can't believe you tied with him. Yeah. Now, Midoriya, he actually does go to leave, asking Ida if she's gonna be okay here. Yeah, I'm just gonna head home and change, then to the gym. Do you want to join me? Uh, hmm. Yeah, sure, I did work out this morning, but I could probably work out again. In fact, my hero suit's kind of a bit heavy. Now, Ida, she does actually continue talking. So Midoriya that that's what he does get. Now, Midoriya's hero suit. I do want to say that it is basically just like in the picture. However, it's a regular black shirt and a leather jacket, along with him actually having a pair of gloves. Now, the gloves are actually filled with what I would say, well, they're iron padded gloves, along with Midoriya actually having shoes that are weighted. Now, along with that, he also does have leg plated armor. And the jacket is also supposed to be at least bulletproof. That last joke being added for obvious reasons. Now, I almost just choked on my laugh. Okay. Anyways, now, with that being said, Midoriya, he would leave, telling Ida that he'll meet her there. Now, Midoriya is running out of the classroom before turning his head and seeing Todoroki, who is currently moving his head in that direction. As Midoriya does just decide to let him be. Okay, so he's spying on us. Why is he doing that? This guy's pretty weird. Midoriya continuing to leave, talking about how he won't say anything about that right now, but he'll at least keep an eye on that. Now, Todoroki, he does turn his head, and Midoriya is not there. Huh? He didn't see me? Okay, thank God I got lucky. Now, with that, we do actually cut to the next day, where everyone is on the bus and trying to explain their quirks, when being asked about them. Now, somebody does actually ask Midoriya about his own quirk, to which he does try to explain. He's just very fast. Izuku, that's not really a good indicator of what it is. Okay, well, I don't really know. I've been running around ever since I was a kid. In fact, ever since I was a toddler. I really just use my quirk all the time. It wasn't until recently that I actually tried starting to push myself. In fact, well, my quirk itself is somewhat of an anomaly. I'm super fast, but I don't cause any wind around me to move. So I think I just bend wind whenever I move, and I have no traction or, well, friction to the air. Then there's the fact that sometimes I used to think I used to slow or freeze time. I don't know. And one theory I have is just that I'm so fast and my brain processes things so fast, everything slows down around me. But I can speed up. I don't understand my quirk at all. Now, everyone is now left there with more questions than they did have answers. As Todoroki does ask Midori if he's faster than All Might. Oh, that's a tricky question. I don't know. He just shrugged that off as if nothing happened the other day. Are you sure? Hmm? Uh, I don't know. I think he might be faster than me. But then again, the guy's kind of getting old, you know? Now, Midoriya does then at least kind of laugh at that. As Toroki does kind of see what he does mean. Okay. Toroki then at least trying to pose a question. If he were to race a Prime All Might, would he win? Now, with that, everyone is get to the USJ. Now, once everybody has arrived at the USJ, this would be where the Pro Hero 13 is actually trying to explain how people can be heroes with their quirks. Now, with that being said, we actually have Midoriya, who is talking in the back with Ida and Jiro. As we also have Bakugo, who he is trying to talk with his buddy, but he does seem to be a bit too preoccupied. Now, him and Kirishima are talking. However, Bakugo, he does still feel a bit annoyed that his friend is ignoring him. Now, this is whenever the villains do actually arrive. As people begin to realize things are going bad here. Now, with that being said, we do then have Aizawa, who does tell the students to stay here and telling Midoriya to try to get out of here and go find a hero. Now, Midoriya does just watch All Might, or not All Might, watch Aizawa as he is getting every villain he can taken down. Now, with that, the students do try and fight against the villains, as Karagiri would pop up, and try to prevent them all from trying to leave. Now, he would actually teleport them all away. As Midoriya, he did actually want to turn and run. However, a portal was formed directly under his legs, and he could not get out of it. Now, Midoriya was basically stuck there while everything was going on. As we do have him being teleported away with many other students. As everyone is falling. And we actually do have Midoriya, who as he's falling, he is slowing things down, trying to overanalyze the situation as much as possible. Shit. This is the first time I've been connected to the ground. Okay, think. Him just seeing a building. Okay, good. With that, I can at least try to get some traction. Okay. Now, Midoriya actually does then quickly try to do something, moving his hands in a way to push him backwards. Midoriya actually feeling this happen as he begins to move. As he does do that, he does actually try to bring his body downwards, bring himself into a ball as his legs are able to actually move down, and he's actually able to connect to the building. Before he does actually allow himself to speed up a little bit more. The moment he does, he's actually able to get moving. Okay, back with the ground. Where's everyone else? And looking around, and seeing a bunch of people falling. Shit. Okay, this is gonna be bad. I just need to get back to the ground and get my bearing. Midoriya, running down to the ground, is just actually try to find everyone in his area. Now, with that being said, we do have Midoriya, who does begin to try and analyze everything, as he does run over and try to catch Kirishima. However, realizing that he's as hard as he can be with his quirk, he does just simply move away, as he would then smash into the ground, before getting back up. Whoa, Zuko, I didn't see you there. I almost hit you. Yeah, you almost did. I tried to catch you, but I realized that you would have killed me. Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it. But anyways, we need to get you out of here. Besides, you need to find pro heroes. You're just as fast. Actually, you're the fastest one here, aren't you? I am. But do me a favor. Try to open the door. What are you talking about? I need to save everyone. Now, Midoriya does actually begin to do this. Him getting in a running stance and telling Kirishima that he's giving him a task. Now, fulfill it. He's got to be a bit more serious with his power now. Him disappearing. As Kirishima does take off towards the front door of UA, or USJ. Now, we do have Midoriya, who does run into situations. Tokoyami and his allies are surrounded by villains. In the environment covered in rain, Tokoyami bringing his hands up as he also does have Dark Shadow, telling the villains that they are not going to win here. Now, we do have Midoriya who does actually run in, and look at the situation. He looks at Tokoyami with his hands on his hips before looking at his allies. Okay, so they're all here. I should take all the villains down while I'm at it too. Let's see. Him running over and actually hitting the villains a bunch of times. Along with actually turning some villains who don't have their quirks active towards each other to cause damage. Him then actually walking over and picking up Tokoyami as if he's a cardboard cutout. Running over to his other friend and picking up the same way. As he does run out of the situation. Now, he does begin to do this. As Kirishima, he does actually find Tokoyami and his allies at the front door of the USJ. All of them with a lot of whiplash in their neck, as they're trying to stop themselves from puking. Now, more people do begin to appear. And this is whenever they're realizing what's going on. Within a few seconds, all of Class 1A is brought forward towards the situation. As, well, Asui and Mineta are confused. They were just on a boat. How did Midoriya get them? Now, we do actually then have the situation with Mr. Aizawa, as he's running forward towards Shigaraki. Shigaraki grabbing his captured tape and beginning to destroy it. Midoriya actually running in and looking at these two, as he does just squat down. Wow, this is pretty intense. He should have it, but this guy's quirk is pretty dangerous. Midoriya bring up Mr. Aizawa's goggles and seeing that he's about to blink. Oh shit, he does not have this. Him then just putting the goggles back down and actually turning them to the side so he doesn't get affected by Aizawa's quirk. Before getting directly in front of Shigaraki and doing one simple thing. Bring his foot backwards and kicking it up as hard as he can. Directly down into Shigaraki's groin. As he does this, then pick up Aizawa and run off. As we do then have Shigaraki, who he goes to move forwards as he does fall forwards and grab his groin in pain. Screaming out to Kirigiri, "What the fuck just happened?" Shigaraki. Now, Midoriya then disappeared by Mr. Aizawa, telling him that he's gonna go get pro heroes. Kid, there's no way you're that fat. Him then actually disappearing as he does open his mouth. Now, Midoriya does run straight through the door to the USJ, as students were getting it open. Now, Midoriya then does just head directly to the teacher's lounge, running throughout the UA high school building and trying to find, well, All Might. Him running into the teacher's lounge as a few of them are actually hanging out there. Them confused to see him. Him then telling All Might to buff up and get in his hero costume. What? What's happening? The USJ is being attacked. Now hurry. In fact, hang on. All Might and Deku disappearing, as Midoriya did take him to where he believes his hero costume would be. Now, he does then to Nezu's office, As soon as he does actually get there, he does tell Nezu that the USJ is under attack. Nezu reaching under his desk and pressing an emergency button, as Midoriya does tell him that he can take him there within a few seconds. Yes, young man, that would be perfect. Midoriya grabbing him and running off, as he does gather up pro heroes, buy two and run off, taking them to the USJ. Now, Midoriya does bring all the heroes at UA to there as fast as he can, as we do have about roughly a few seconds later after Aizawa did open his mouth. Midnight and Mike are already there, along with All Might and the principal. As we do have Midoriya, who is running around the city now and actually just gathering up as many pro heroes as possible. Now, Shigaraki is confused. Pro heroes are just popping in. What is this? I don't know. However, it's quite strange. Kirigiri actually going to move, as he's immediately wrapped up in rope, and he does actually just fall forwards, in pain. Ow. Kirigiri, what was that? Now, we do that have Midoriya, who does stop directly in front of Shigaraki. Him looking at the guy before just pulling out a marker and drawing a smiley face on the mask, along with two eyes, before just grabbing the hand and pulling it off, looking at the guy's face. Oh wow. You really need to use moisturizer. Hang on, I'll be right back. Him turning and running, before coming back about a millisecond later and smearing a bunch of moisturizer on Shigaraki's face, putting the glove back on his face, and then just slapping him around a bit. Now, after Midoriya does do that, we do have him running off. Shigaraki having his time resume as he just falls backwards and his face does hurt, as he does just bring his hands up and wipe off a bunch of moisturizer off the side. What the hell is this stuff? Now, Shigaraki is very pissed off, telling Kirigiri to summon the Nomu, to which he immediately does fall into a portal as the Nomu does pop out. All Might actually rushing towards the villain, as the two do meet with a punch and All Might does discover that it does have multiple quirks. Immense speed, strength, and it can take a punch. Now, Midoriya would try to help in here, however, after running into the Nomu and watching as it doesn't even begin to move, he realizes exactly how, durable and tough the thing is. The thing has the strength of All Might, and that's not too good. Now, Midoriya does just run up and over by all of his classmates, as they all do see him reappear. Midoriya actually falling backwards and talking about how, oh man, all that made me lightheaded. Midoriya, was that all you? Oh, sorry everyone. I grabbed as many pro heroes as I could. Along with that, I took out as many villains as I could. Wait. It's only been 5 minutes. Huh? Oh. Sorry. I did have to slow myself down to talk to people. What is this guy? He's way too fast. Now, we do actually have Todoroki, who does ask Midoriya why he didn't grab his father. Your dad's not in the city. That wouldn't have stopped you. Well, I mean, I didn't find him in the city. I don't know. Besides, I don't know where your dad's agency is. I don't just go to random places. My father's agency is at this location. Midoriya disappearing, before Endeavor does actually appear on scene. Now, Endeavor is confused, along with the fact that his neck hurts a lot, as Midoriya does actually say, "Sorry, Mr. Endeavor," and that there's a villain. Where am I? You're at UA. I brought you here, using my quirk. You teleported me here? No, I just picked you up and ran over here. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. Anyways, there's a villain here. Can you help us out? Ha, I guess. Now, Endeavor does jump in, as him and All Might do actually try to take down the Nomu. As using Endeavor's abilities, they do find out that the Nomu does possess, well, massive amounts of regeneration. However, the Nomu is ultimately taken down. And Yue is actually able to give a better statement, being able to talk about how the number 2 hero and the number 1 hero did actually team up to take down villains, along with a long list of heroes having their names there for Yue. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. Catch you guys in the next part.